but it has a cost that it gets consumed with. Like it says gold dust worth at least 25 GP, which the spell consumes. So if I store that, would I have to still spend 25 GP per casting? Even though it's basically like a stored spell kind of thing, and not me just actively casting it?
I think the way it works is that you cast it into the item, you use it then, and then after that, you don't have to worry about it.
So if I store it, it's like 25 gold to store it, and I get the 8 charges, but I don't have to give it a additional cost each time.
Yeah, it just basically
Okay.
you cast you store, but unfortunately because it's spell storing, you have to keep adding every time you cast it. Like it's not like it's recharges, right? You have to like
Right. So if I like use all 8 charges and I store it again, I have to spend another 25 gold to store.
Yeah. So
I'm okay with that.
every new time you cast a spell, essentially to plug it into your item. Yeah.
So okay, I understand. So I'm casting it technically into the thing, but it allows me to cast it 8 times for free. But I still spend that one time.
Well, so I think
basically I'm asking, do I spend it just the one time to store it, and I can use it the 8 times without having to spend it again, or do I have to spend the 25 gold per
it would be per
use of those charges?
per charge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I want to know.
Okay.
So I could do it, but that's an expensive thing.
Well, I mean, it'd be expensive if we were at lower level, but we've been raking in relatively decent cash, so...
I know, but that's like, what, it's 25 times 8.
200. Yeah, 200.
200.
Per full 200. Charge.
Yeah, for all 8 castings, it would cost me 200 gold.
You guys have been raking in the cash. I've been spending it faster than I
Yeah.
I'm at like 800 gold again.
I still got like 7,500 gold right now, but that's because I build all my shit, and all I have to spend on is like the actual
materials,
components, and the actual like spending for like creating it itself is like half price anyway because of I level up as an artificer.
I have like a lot of platinum, but not so much gold. So.
Well, if you look in like the inventory thing at the top, it'll click on the gold stuff. It'll like say how much that is in gold for the platinum. I had like 755 platinum, which comes out to 7,550 gold. And I got an extra gold and a silver.
It's times 10. So how much platinum do you have?
Me.
Yeah. How much platinum do you have?
Well, according to this, it says here that I have. Hold on a second. It says that I have 1,040 platinum.
So you have that's 10,400 gold. It's times 10.
And then I have 2,773 gold.
You got 13K. Give or take. Yeah, you're fine.
Silver
of all of us, you have the most gold.
Well, I run a business.
Yeah, true. You've been running a business and raking in the cash, and then you don't really spend all that much. Very frugal.
Or should I say the golem is running that? Whatever. Or the sentient.
What is sentient capybara? Yep.
Yeah, the capybara. Yes.
Also, have we ever decide like hiring somebody to like watch the shop while we're gone? I know that was things we discussed, but did we ever get that taken care of, or we're still deciding on?
At the moment, we've kind of got the capybara doing that, but it's more of a secretary thing instead of a shopkeeper.
I made like a robot, like a homunculus kind of thing, and the capybara is like the one who like because we made the awakening on the capybara, so he's intelligent enough to like run the shop, but he can't do the actual task, so the robot does it.
Mm-hmm.
so basically, the capybara controls the robot to do the stuff for him. So it's basically like his own little.
The capybara is the cashier, and the robot is in the kitchen behind cooking up the orders.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. It's kind of a doty, but not really. Like it can't attack; it just does tasks.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Which. Do we roll eventually, like, to figure out, like, how much was sold in the interim when we're gone? Because we've only been gone, like, a couple of days since we...
the problem is...
2 or 3 days here since we...
we only set up the capybara basically the day before or a day and change before we came in here.
Right, and like explain the whole situation and set up the task and get the homunculus going.
Hmm.
Pardon me.
Yeah, so probably when
Like,
we
'cause
do
I-
like a longer trip, there'll be more money coming in. But for now, yeah,
It's been like a day eventually, yeah, because you hasn't
Yeah.
you had
Yeah,
lots
'cause
of tests came in yet
like-
today.
Well, I think we like came, set up the thing, did a few things around town, got our stuff, and like I think it was like a 3 days here usually. Or no, we set up. We said like
yeah,
okay,
we set up
get it
before we
started, and
did
within
the
a
long
week we'll come
crafting.
back.
Yeah.
Right, and then like a few days before we came back to here. Okay, yeah, okay,
Mhm.
all coming back. It's been 5 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah,
Because until you said the capybara, I completely forgot about that.
Same.
I guess we'll talk about the next time. We'll do next time to figure out play after we finish, I guess. But
I don't think we're gonna do the
or do you want it now? Or do you want?
bounty quest now because it's like it's running pretty late in the day.
Sure.
Like,
Well, but yeah, I should. Wait. Do you guys want to talk about that when we're gonna meet next time, or now, or do you want to do after? I don't know if how you're gonna be essentially.
We can talk about it now if you need to. That's fine by me.
And just more about you guys because you guys are the ones who are up late. So
yeah, I'm like as far as like next month, I'm free. My big plan thing was like on Friday, this past Friday, so it's like I'm all done for all my
plane to rest.
Okay, sure. Go back to your plane rest
Yeah.
if you want. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I assume we're basically going to initiate the heist unless Risk wants to check the bounty board and see if there's something else.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. So, anyone want to come with, or are we all going?
Bounty board.
I'll follow along.
Yes.
Okay.
Gordon's going to stay behind and teach the capybara more about like taking orders.
Oh, we went back to Sid. You went back to Sigil? Sigil?
Sigil?
Because we'd want to rest in
Yes.
peace. Yeah.
Because I guess we're not like saying for like
Well, rest
like
in
victory
peace.
parties. Like everybody else is like, get the fuck out! You beat our guys.
Yep.
Actually, I would like to at least take like stay like an extra hour or so, just like examine Belgren's like guns just a little longer.
Or are you like talking to him? Like, hey,
Reluctant-
I see your guns. Or just like walking around.
like I basically it's like I want to see your guns. Like I'm just
He's
I'm just
like-
being
he's
straightforward,
like-
Yeah, right there.
he just flexes. That's right.
and then I just slowly bring up my pistol. It's like, you know the fuck what I meant.
So if he's gonna look at his guns, I'm gonna take that lady on a date.
Okay,
That's all.
taking.
Hey,
All right.
Why
Yeah,
not?
We're just
It's
staying-
a speed
we're just
date,
staying a
1
couple-
hour.
We're just doing like
I-
just
Hey,
staying
dates
for a
can be
couple
quick.
extra hours. Like
I
while I'm-
resummon Vowel and I tell him to go with Krivdar and say he's your wingman.
Nice.
There you go. There you go. So-
Okay, yeah.
so-
What if Carter makes a persuasion check or any kind of quiz check? Val will give a 8 action to help
Yes.
action.
So you're trying to go on a date with Tori? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, why not?
And I promise I won't watch through Vowel's eyes.
Wow, some warriors
What
right
did you
here.
What did you want me to roll for that? I'm sorry.
I was just joking, like if you, that Val was gonna help you with any kind of like charisma checks, because
Okay.
he can give the 8 action or help people because he's all pets can help with the actions or help with
That's funny.
skill checks in this case.
That's funny.
Just letting you know, I'm gonna burn my inspiration for that investigation on Melgren's
Okay.
firearm guns.
All right, let's go through the order. So let's go through the investigation first, then we'll go through Krivdar stuff, and then we'll go back to Sigil.
And just because I'm also using Flash of Genius because I really want to know everything I can. So that's 27 plus 4 is 20 or 31.
It'd be 31.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the Melgan helps. Melgan doesn't mind you looking at stuff. He's not big on copyright stuff. He doesn't like care. So he's and because of how well you rolled, like he gives them help, or he doesn't need help. He like
I basically go in Ron Swanson in Home Depot like I know more than you, and I'm just looking at his gun.
sure he tries to tell you how the thing works, and you figure it out as he's telling you before he does. He's like as he's trying to explain things to you. Basically, you're solving the problem essentially in your head as he's trying to explain to you. But yeah, yeah, basically. Yeah, you're able to figure out like basically how it works to some degree. So if you want, you can basically make your.
I just realized that is basically Risk's personality is Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec.
Yes, got the guns, got the sassy attitude. Yeah.
Dry wit, sassy attitude. Just like I know more than you, and I start to examine.
Sure. So yeah, basically you can figure out what he's doing basically relatively easily, even though it's not a super simple thing. And you can basically if you want to make something like that yourself, you can.
Yeah, I got like parchment paper out, like doing like a little like
yeah, sketch
impression,
maybe.
kind of like
Yeah.
purple impression sketch, like dimensions, writing in notes, like all that.
Yeah,
What
but
materials I probably would need to get to like if I want to duplicate this and then build on it.
you can even like as an artificer, I think you can make like illusions or something or equivalent like images or something. I think right. I'm trying to think if you can do
That might be something I like. You're talking like minor illusions type of thing.
something like that, but like with the artificer, something specific you can do. They can create like images with your tinkering stuff. I think, like kind of like, you can make
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like the magical tinkering.
yeah, something like that. So you can basically create like a 3D like almost like a 3D like
Yeah, static visual effect, including up to 25 text. Imbue a non-magical object with magical property of your choice. 5-foot radius light, up to a 6-second long recorded message. Emits odor or nonverbal sound. Static visual effect. So I don't think I could do that.
Okay, not that theory, I guess, but yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah, so it's not an illusionary thing. It's just basically like a visual effect. So I could put like text or something like that,
Yeah.
or a recorded message, but not an actual like illusionary thing.
Yeah, so you could maybe we can create static visual effects essentially of the armor, and then like sketch it essentially in your book, and then you keep doing that essentially, so you can have like.
Well, that's basically like why I was basically like doing like a charcoal impression, kind of like I just took like parchment, just kind of did like a rubbing, give myself my general idea of like the dimensions,
Sure.
Hmm.
So yeah.
and then just write down actual notes for that.
Yeah, so you were able to do that. Also added all the livabilities into the livabilities document. And
Cool.
all right, Jimmy. So Crypto, what's Crypto gonna go on a date with Tori?
Sure.
We'll just do a series of checks, and that's about it, really, because we'll see. So yeah, if you want to do like based on how you act essentially during the date, like you can I don't know what you're doing essentially like during the day as well, but basically you just do a bunch of like either performance or quiz checks in general or persuasion, depending on what you're trying to do. So just whatever based on whatever you're trying to do, just roll whatever you're trying to do. Like
Of course. Well, as we had during the match, you said talk after the match.
sure.
So it's like, okay. So I spoke to her after the match, and if she's allowed to, I would like to have the date at Sigil, if
Okay.
possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she can go hang out with you guys over there. Like she doesn't like there's not like she doesn't have the same thing you guys do in terms of like teleporting wherever, but she can get away. She can find a way to go to Sigil for the date.
Exactly.
So, there you go.
And so initially, what I'm going to do, because, why not, is I'm going to bring her to the ice cream stand and I'm going to give her actual ice cream without it evaporating immediately.
Yeah, nice.
So
There
she
you
can
go.
have it in a natural state.
Mm.
So I'm just gonna. Do I have to like roll anything to
No.
see how well the ice cream
No,
is
I mean,
made?
I
or
mean,
anything?
I'm pretty sure she appreciates that a lot. Like she's like never had ice cream before, and it's not something that you see in their plane. So this is a really cool treat.
So she enjoys it.
Oh yeah, she loves it. She is
Okay.
even the basic vanilla one, just it's simple vanilla, it's good enough.
Okay.
Because that's your specialty,
now-
I think, right?
What do you want to add, Aaron?
I just got inspired. Like I could actually make a ice cream machine for that place that's built around the true cold elemental thing, so that anything
Yeah.
that's made there stays cold, so they
Oh,
can
that'd
have
be
it.
Yeah. If you can get one of those like one of those special
We
like.
basically could expand our business across the plains.
But it needs to be at premium because that stuff there is, rare.
Right. Well, especially because like you have to like have it built to like withstand the heat of that place. So it's like
Yeah.
it has to be like special metal from there that can withstand the heat.
Yeah. So
That definitely
so-
takes some.
yeah. So, because you can call it like a planar pricing. Based on
So basically like a
cost
yeah.
changes.
Like some kind of like cooling element or something like that that's based around the true cold or something like that to generate it, so it stays frozen even after it's been dispensed.
Sure.
Exactly. So then after having the ice cream, let's just say that the Kuwabara, right? The Kuwabara is there.
Capybara.
Capybara. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Capybara.
We would have Kuwabara from not Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
That explains it. Thank you. That was confusing.
Did we give our capybara a name? I think we did. I just forgot what it is.
I assume it's like Cappy
Something
or
silly.
something. That's
It
Well,
wasn't
it's called
Cappy, but
Kukubar.
Is that right in my notes? I don't see it.
Scroll up.
I
just call him Biscuit.
don't think I cared
That's the
enough.
first word that always comes to my mind. Biscuit. So,
Sea biscuit.
but
CB, capybara. CB.
if you want to just call it by its
Or we call it sea biscuit, but it's like the letter C for capybara. Biscuit.
Mm.
Capybara
Yeah.
biscuit.
There you go.
So Sea Biscuit. Okay, so I go to Sea Biscuit is there, and
Or
I
mice
guess you
cream.
could say like what's that?
We could do mice cream. Mice cream.
My scream?
Mice.
Well, I mean,
Mice cream, ice cream.
it's not really a mouse, but
I get what you're saying.
Mhm.
Yeah, but so anyway, because she was like, "Oh, is this your pet or whatever?"
Yeah, sure.
And he went, "No, this person runs this. It runs the store." And then, like she has like a conversation with it, I guess, in its limited dialect if it can.
Sure.
But yeah, it speaks full common. It's
it's kinda
as
strange.
intelligent as your
Yeah,
average peasant.
It's gained full sentience.
Yeah.
And they have like a great conversation.
Okay.
And just to make it meta, we decide to play D&D.
Okay. Sure.
It's the capybara,
It's-
me and her,
Or it's like the Borderlands bunkers and badasses or something like
and
that.
my dad.
Mm.
'Cause my dad is the one that got us into D&D. So
Okay.
there we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Mm.
Also,
So
speaking
So
of
it's,
that,
so two person group with your dad DMing.
Exactly.
Coral.
Exactly.
Coral.
You know it.
He's what, chaperoning his son on his first date.
He's so proud too. He's like, oh man,
Like-
he
Like,
tries to
how
hide it.
old are you, son? It's like 40 something. It's like, okay.
And if I look over my shoulder, I see Val looking in the window.
Just give it like a salute with its wing.
Exactly. And then I don't know, like afterwards, we could go dancing if she likes to dance, but I don't think
She
we'd
does.
go to
She loves
dance.
dancing. Yep. She loves dancing. So she'll.
Paul's actually on the windowsill facing out, but his head's turned 180. So when you look at him, he slowly goes back and looks outside. So it looks like he's not.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Also, just so you know, along with all this stuff, since you're back at Sigil, your dad actually has a present for you. Essentially, he has created an animated image of your Deathly Delights. Basically, for your store, essentially, your store essentially is
Oh,
your
nice.
place. So basically, he's created like
Like a
an
little-
image,
Like a weird neon sign kind of thing.
you basically get the neon sign, like, and basically on front, and what's called Nolan Dole don't seem very happy with all the extra traffic in their place now. With like, when people are coming by to buy ice, and they're like, this isn't really for this thing.
We basically like say it's fine. You're gonna get free food no matter what.
Exactly.
But yeah, basically he's created like essentially like an animated image, and with also like a menu showing like the stuff you've had, like the vanilla, the special vanilla, the thing you made, the Morlock thing. Basically a bunch of various different ice creams of various kinds. The logo itself, he's created so far. He says you can he's like, yeah, son, you can if you want to make a different one for you, gotta do it, son. Just let me know. And he makes what he's currently made at least is let's see what I wrote down. I wrote this down for what he had last time. Yeah, so he made yeah, basically so what he has right now is like the logo itself looks like a green skull. So the skull looks basically like a skull, but it's happy and a nice smile on their face. But they also on their head is like a hat. Instead of being a hat, it's an ice cream cone that's turned upside down. So basically, and there's like ice cream like spilling out of it onto its head, and he's like, and the cow's like licking the lip, licking its like lips, in quotes,
Mm.
That's cool. Thanks, Dad.
Also, Renan, love the background you just created.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
The capybara just playing D&D with an owl. Just watching.
I'll leave it up for a little while.
That's brilliant.
The hilarious part is because the owl is a magical spirit, it technically has intelligence enough to play D&D as well.
Yeah, it's relatively smart.
Well,
It's not like-
technically, Owl's just watching, but
You
yeah.
just can't speak in common.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, all in all, I would assume that it was a great date, and we
Yep.
agreed
So
to meet each
basically,
other at a later time.
Like this
Yep.
this is happening, and then me and Ekris are all basically at the bounty board.
Yep.
Yep.
You don't
We're
have
all
to-
back in Sigil now.
Yeah, everything's gone pretty well. If you can, just do like a check for like your like I guess if you want to do performance, or you can just do like a charisma persuasion, however you want to do it.
Oh, you want me to do a charisma
Yeah,
check?
just do one check. That's all.
Mhm.
Just want to see how well you do with it.
Okay.
That's it.
Hold
Like
on.
do a
I mean-
performance.
Oh, a performance check?
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Ekris is helping. Don't forget, Ekris is helping. Or I mean,
Oh,
Val
I
is
got
helping.
Assisting.
Val is helping, so yeah, you can do a roll twice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Advantage with what?
Yeah, roll that one more time.
Yeah.
Oh, one more time? Okay.
Yeah, see if you get a higher roll.
Hold on. I did not.
Okay,
I
that's
got a
fine.
lower roll.
Okay, that's fine. But yeah,
16 is
So
solid.
16 is the highest
Yeah.
I get.
But basically, with basically your performance is basically going to be for like your dancing and your performance for D&D stuff, and how well you role play your D&D. So you do you do a pretty good job. You know, you're still you. I don't know how many D&D sessions you played, but Coral getting into this for the first time, so Coral's happy. He's got his son to play D&D with him. So he's like, he starts creating. He's like, oh, cool. He runs one shot for you initially, but then he's like, okay, well, if you want me to run more of these sessions, I can do it. I'll create a campaign just for
I
you.
There
just
you go.
realized that like if you're playing D&D inside of the D&D session, isn't that basically playing the game of life?
Kind of yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know what?
Hey,
It's
Game of
funny,
Life is
when This
fun.
character plays
Right.
D&D in D&D while we're playing D&D. That is
Right.
3 levels.
Dece- like deception.
Exactly.
Which one's the shoe?
I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, let's see it. So yeah, the day goes really well, and you had some fun
Great.
ice cream, date,
Mm.
dancing, and D&D.
Woo!
Usual.
Sounds fantastic.
Meanwhile, at the bounty board,
Okay, sure. Okay. So when you use a bunny board?
me, Ekris, and I think Gordon, or no, Gordon's staying behind.
Yeah, I'm teaching the capybara how to run the shop. So
That's right. Renan, are you coming along to the bounty board, or are you doing
Yeah.
your own thing?
I'll go with you.
So it's us three at the bounty board.
Yeah. So there is an actual bounty there, and they tell you to come to the Earth plane. It seems to be from someone named let's see where the names are. Okay,
Into my
this
notepad
is
of
Chris.
Oh.
It's Chris and Cyrs. So you get it. So there's a bounty from someone named Chris in the Earth plane asking in a place called sorry, I get little different things. Fine. A place called what the hell's my name? Rift.
Rift.
Rift, yeah.
Hmm.
RIFT basic spelling.
RIFT, yep. And then also there's
Does it say like
a dash for like a sub name. The sub name specifically is called Lattice, LATTICE. I'll put all that stuff in the chat easier.
So,
So
does it sound like it's a like a building, like an actual like location that's called that, or is it like more of like a geographical location?
it doesn't clarify,
state?
but
And
different
it's just
plane?
basically
oh, sorry.
so it's basically seek out this person. They're looking for work. Details on arrival, kind of thing.
Kind of like basically this all up in chat. There it is. And basically they're mentioning something about uncovering some kind of valuable gemstones or minerals in general. So that's
Okay.
all they say.
Quest. Recover some gemstones.
Yeah, there's certain
Okay.
things they'll talk about more once they get there. But yeah, basically, the thing. Yeah, so you see the person there. Yeah, you'll see it describing something about in very small detail, many detail about like about some kind of special gemstone they want you to get.
And there's no directions in order how to get to Chris Rift Lattice.
Well, they're saying that that's the place. Rift is the city, and
Lattice is the
place in the city.
location.
Yeah, he didn't tell you what's Lattice is in that place, the city, but yeah.
Does it say what the payout is?
It's the same as you've seen before recently, which is 1,000. I think we're going with 1,000 plat. I think, right?
Okay.
Okay, I was gonna say it's like 1,000 gold. It's like I haven't done that cheaply before.
Yeah, it's-
Right.
So 1,000 plat, i.e.,
yeah, I suppose it's been before at least. So yeah, for the other ones. So yeah, this would be 1,000 plat. I just assuming all conditions are met. Essentially, it might be less depending on what you guys succeed on, what you don't succeed on. So essentially,
I suppose it's like if we get to a higher level, that might increase, or is it going to be a standard rate for most of these things?
I think that'll be like standard. Essentially, assuming you complete everything that's necessary for the quest.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Or
Fair enough.
But yeah,
Oh.
because the bounty quests are the more expensive. Usually, a little on the harder side quests. So.
Yeah. And it's usually been what's paying the bills for us.
Yes, basically it's your money quest. Basically, there's usually some magic item as well, but usually it's more on the money side and
Right.
also more difficult. So,
Yep.
yep. Cool.
Also
So,
reminds me, because you said every time we level up, I can change up cantrips. So
yes, you
I
can.
need to go
You
back.
can as well as other people can if they want to. They can switch out. You level, you can change out cantrips. And or others, if you're one of those people who have spells that you can't. Chris is the name of the NPC essentially.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Thank you.
I kind of figured that. But
Alright, I'll just
I
do
think like
this.
does Earth Elemental stuff like have any kind of elemental weaknesses, or do we know?
Let's see.
Probably stuff like
recall.
Shatter, I'd imagine.
Basically,
Yeah, like thunder stuff, probably. Yeah.
basically what you would know based on what you're told by Null and Dull in the beginning is that like I think I'm not sure if I listed it somewhere for you guys the elemental weakness chart thing essentially. Did I
I
ever do that?
believe you did,
know.
but that was like maybe a year
Ages
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
basically it's the way it works is let me see if I'm putting this correctly. Basically Earth is going to be weak to air related stuff. So it's a little hard because there's no air magic or no air
Mhm.
damage. But basically it's going to be air related stuff. It's going to be like essentially what's going to do more damage to it, which is hard because there's not a lot of air stuff, I think. Actually, no, it's
Would
not.
lightning also qualify?
Sorry, air. Actually, it's going to be actually.
Well, a lot of the air stuff like does like bludgeoning damage, like effect, like it
Yeah.
tears up the ground and like hits you with that stuff.
Yeah, but this would be harder than normal to get the weakness because you said because there aren't a lot of air spells essentially. So, but basically,
What,
like
like
I said, there's air damage, but
thunder
basically it'd be like essentially either not electricity, but
Wind
like
wall. Or...
yeah, basically stuff like
What-
wind wall or like
Mm.
it's
Or like-
there's a couple of spells too, but there's not many spells that do air damage specifically, so this would be hard to get weaknesses on.
So
So
this would be like more like thunder damage as well, or
no, thunder is on the same. Actually, no, you're right. That is thunder too because thunder counts as both wind and electric damage, or not wind and
Okay.
both. It counts both. It counts as either or. So yeah, it'll be thunder
Okay.
or any air spell specifically. So yeah,
okay, so I can switch out Ray of Frost with like Thunderclap if I want to do a
yes, that would
thunder
be
type cantrip,
that'd
even
be
though it's relatively. Actually, well, it's decent. It's 11. It's 3d6 because I went up to a couple 11.
and that's like
Or-
basic
or kind of
spellcasting
level.
anything. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
still want the Ray of Frost for the fortress infiltration, though.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I can.
Oh, yeah, right
okay.
now we're doing the. Well, it's up to you. It's
Well,
up to you.
I can only have 3 cantrips. So should I like change out like maybe Shocking Grasp, or should I keep that too?
Shocking Grasp is a touch spell, and you never get in touch.
Yeah,
with it, so
you're
get
like
rid of that.
always a mile out.
Yeah, that's true. Like it's usually like only if like they're like up in my space and I want to get away without them having to hit me.
Mhm.
Yeah,
All right, so yeah, I'll switch over to Thunderclap, which I would have to like make sure unless we're already in it. It's like I probably want to refrain from using it because that creates a thunderous sound that can be heard 100 feet away. So if I do that when we're trying to infiltrate, it's like
yeah.
it's like, hey, I'm ringing the dinner bell.
Yeah. Well, does
Pretty
Thunderclap hit
much.
everyone? Like not just allies too?
What's that?
No, you're thinking of Thunderwave.
Yeah, Thunderwave is basically does the same thing except like 300 feet.
Okay.
There's several spells that
Oh no, it
put out a
doesn't-
big, loud thunderclap that is heard.
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
it
yeah.
hits everyone.
Basically, yeah. Thunderwave is like it hits everything. Thunderclap is like single target, and it's basically just a bigger version of Thunderclap is what Thunderwave is.
And then Thunder Step is when I can have that does damage locally,
It's-
lets me teleport, but again,
it's-
a big boom
it's-
goes out
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's Misty Step plus damage plus big boom sound.
Okay, just
Yeah,
to clarify,
boom.
what you're talking about that
And-
you took is Thunderclap, right?
Thunderclap for the cantrip.
Okay, so
'Cause I'm
Thunderclap.
switching out I'm switching out Shocking Grasp for Thunderclap.
Alright,
Is what
so
I'm
just
doing.
so what I'm reading here, Thunderclap does say that you create a burst.
Oh
of
yeah,
sound.
I just saw that it must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take the damage.
Yeah,
it's
so
an
it's
either or.
everyone, including your allies. It's no, you can't control it essentially in that
Um,
way. So I don't know if
What's the range on it?
Yeah,
feet.
so
it's literally 100 feet.
100 feet?
you know,
Well, sorry. That the Thunderclap itself.
well,
is heard.
it's gonna make the sound no matter what. But basically, if they say
What's
if
the
they say-
range of damage?
It's
What's
5
who gets a?
5
feet.
radius. 5
It's-
radius.
Oh, you can be more than
One
5 feet
action.
away from us. It's fine.
Mhm.
That's easy to maneuver around.
I'm just mentioning because it's also like a short range spell, so I don't know if it'd be much better.
Yeah,
than
it's short
Shocking
range.
Grasp.
Anybody within 5 feet of me will get get the thing, but they all have to like make a con save, and if they succeed, they don't get damaged. And I just alerted everybody within 100 feet.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll just stick that with Shocking Grasp instead. Everything else is like unless people think I need like get like Prestidigitation or Mending or something like that. Otherwise, I just like having the pews. Because I already have Thunder Wave. That's always prepared for me. That's just the better version.
Oh, okay.
So that's the case. I switch out Spider Climb. Actually, yeah, because I have the winged boots. I don't need.
Yeah, you fly all the time, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
the only time Spider Climb would be useful is if you need to make somebody else climb, and we've got lots of aerial transportation.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna switch that out for Arcane Lock because that's gonna be the thing we're gonna be using.
Yep.
Or actually, I might still. Actually, no, I'm not gonna prepare that because I'm just gonna use the spell storing thing for Arcane Lock, and save up the spell slots for that because I don't have to have it equipped or prepared to use it for the spell storing.
It's not.
What would be a good spell then?
Well, except for the cantrips, just consider stuff for like our immediate heist because
That's what I'm
presumably that's what
saying.
we're prepping. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll put
I
you
can't
a
use
second
heat metal because everybody's fire resistant or fire immune, so I can't use that.
So we're preparing our spells for the mini heist right now.
For the heist.
Yeah.
Well,
Are we doing it this session, or are we going to wait next
It's up
session?
to you guys. I mean,
I think we should just do some extra prep work the rest of the session.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think we should do the
Because
heist.
if we go in now, it's going to be at least a 2-hour
Yeah.
Like-
Battle, yeah.
I
of like
think we
of just
maybe-
like getting there, sneaking in for all of us this time instead of just me and Gordon and Tiny.
Mm.
Yeah.
now let's go. You can send a Shrivel's Fall squad.
Well, for polymorph, if you upcast it, you can do multiple people, correct?
Let me
Yeah,
double check. I believe so.
Yeah,
Like-
one extra person per level. So at 6th level, I could get 3 people.
Okay.
That's burning the 6th level.
Right, and it's a 4th level spell, so and it's just basically yourself, right? If it's at
Yeah.
base level,
Yeah.
it's one
Well,
Well,
it's
it's
one
one
creature.
person.
one
Yeah.
creature. Well, Gordon, you can polymorph people, correct?
I can also do that, and I can wild shape myself.
I was about to
so-
say, yeah. So you wouldn't have to upcast. You could just do a 4th level and
Well, I
do
could
one,
do.
and then
The problem is that you wouldn't have pass without a trace if I do that, though.
through. Crap.
I mean,
It's
Well, I
basically
mean,
just trying
also-
to get us all in there. Is
Well,
gonna be tricky, 'cause
we've
we're-
got
not all of
the-
us are stealthy.
Well, we've got the plan for Arcane Gate, so basically,
Yeah.
That's what it. Yep, that's right.
yeah.
Because basically, I think you just need to see the target. So if
Yep.
And
You
we
had-
left a scrying, or it wasn't scrying specifically, but we left a known object that Ekris can use clairvoyance on, something like that. And basically, he'll. Yeah. Well, no, it's not locate object.
Arcane Eye.
It's the one
Arcane
that-
Eye, I think.
It's Arcane Eye. I can move
Yeah.
this eye into their lair, look at where I want to go, and then we can gate in.
Yeah, basically.
like, can you like summon it there, or does it have to travel there physically?
So basically, it'll pop in where that amber was, because that's the thing we left as the location tracker. And then,
so basically, what I'm asking is, can he summon the Arcane Eye to that spot without?
I
having
can
to, like,
summon the Arcane Eye, and it lasts for an hour, and it moves
That's
with
not my question.
unlimited. I'm getting there. It moves with unlimited range. So if I have like 45 minutes, I can make it move like a mile and a half.
Okay, but
But we
so
just
basically,
gotta
you
get-
can't summon it there directly. You have to be within proximity.
So we need
and
10
then
or 15 minutes for me to move it the 1,000 feet or whatever we need to move it to get it to where
Right.
we want to see.
Basically, like we get there, we have to maybe like position ourselves like towards the back entrance area, so we don't like go exactly like we were last time. We'll maybe maneuver ourselves around towards that vicinity, so it's easier to maneuver the eye. 'Cause that's just like what down the tunnel, down the ladder, and all that stuff, and then we're right there.
Well,
And
potentially,
it was
as long as we're within the, I think it's 500-foot range for Arcane Gate,
Yeah.
we can portal into the guy's personal lobby.
We can
So
get
we
the
don't have to worry
Arcane
about
Eye
it.
into his bedroom and Arcane Gate into his bedroom.
Yep. Well, I
Right.
think we saw his office, not his bedroom, but yeah.
Well, right, whatever room that was behind the
The
portal.
living
Yeah.
room entry area.
Yeah, basically, you
Yeah.
guys
And
get
then
that.
as soon as we're there, I would have to immediately use arcane lock on the gate.
Understood. That's assuming the door is closed when we get there.
Right.
Well, I
But the
mean,
eye
you'd
would
be
know
able
that.
to see. So
I
yeah.
would know that ahead of time.
Right.
Yeah.
Also,
But-
just to mention, if you guys are moving around doing the heights this week, we should make sure to write stuff down because we're not gonna remember next time.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
Right.
make sure you guys are writing down whatever you're gonna do plan wise, because we'll be in my
Well,
few weeks.
and in our not including you chat, Vaden,
Sure.
this was all written out like a month and a half ago.
Okay,
We just
cool.
got to go
Yeah.
back and reread
We're
it.
just
Alright,
kind of like recapping what we've already figured out, just a
Alright.
reminder. So 'cause it's been a
Yeah.
while since we've had to
Alright.
discuss it open. So yeah, I am gonna write down that I do have the arcane lock in my spell storing
Mhm.
thing.
Oh, Vane, I wanted to double check. When we magically enchant my scimitar, did that make it so it requires attunement, or is it still fine as just a magical weapon?
I can't remember how powerful your magic scimitar is. I have to look at that to see what it actually does. If you're able to tune it, most likely it would probably require attunement. Because it depends on how powerful it essentially is. Because
So currently it's made of mithril. It's a +1 hit damage, and on a hit it does a d6 of either fire or ice, and on a crit it does a 1d10 burst in a small radius that affects everybody except for me.
yeah,
Or sorry, a 19 or 20, not a crit.
sure. So yeah, that would definitely
Right,
require attunement.
and I,
Pretty powerful.
Okay.
and I think it's probably like at a rare
Yeah, it'd be equivalent rare. Basically, because it's
for all those extra things you're having to do.
Yeah, because uncommon
Yep.
is +1 is, and then the extra stuff you're adding on top of it make it rare because it's
Means it costs a lot more pretty penny than a normal uncommon item.
It's funny that Gordon has special things that happen only on like specific numbers. Like he has
Yeah.
a crit on his weapon, he has his weapon, he has a special crit on the
If
20
if,
and his
if
shield.
somebody misses, they miss at a certain
Basi-
closest
yeah.
to the AC.
Yeah, if he's within that 4 AC of his armor of his shield, essentially, then the shield blocks and he gets to absorb some of the damage and return it back as elemental cool damage. I think it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Yeah,
interesting.
you add like a lot of very circumstantial effects rather than like just a basic immediate effect or passive thing.
Well, it always
Just like
does the
what most
extra
items.
d6 of either fire or cold, but
Yeah.
Sure.
yeah.
That part, yes.
And I like that like most of the things I've made for this group, it's like it's not just like a basic like, okay, it just does this one really cool, powerful thing. It's like, no, it does all these circumstantial things if you even use it, i.e.
Sure.
Renin
Mm.
or Trident.
Yeah, Renan's not as useful because he's not he almost never gets a chance to actually melee things. He rarely gets a chance to melee things, but I mean, occasionally he does. If he uses bonus action, to, like let's say will healing word someone, then he can use the action to stab someone, stuff
Right.
like that. But yeah,
Could almost like just like upgrade like the thing to like allow him to like just do a melee attack with the thing. So it's like he just uses action to cast a spell and just do like a maybe like half the damage with the thing
like
as a bonus action.
or like bonus
Yeah.
action try and stab.
Or he doesn't get to use like his a modifier on the attack. It's just the dice damage. He uses as a bonus action.
maybe yeah. Well,
Well, I mean, we could try juicing it up.
You can always
But, yeah.
I can always tweak it.
okay. Also,
Make it more viable for a caster to use, so it's better action economy.
sure. It also gives the ideas to work on for his eventual unique item because we have a unique item for Kribdar, we have a Crest unique item. So you both
And
have
I'm
yours.
gonna build my one, but I have a quest that helps with that.
Yeah, we're doing right now. We're doing that with part of the because you found one of the 3 ruins for the Starforge. So we have that, and then Gordon's was probably related to the cookie hawk competition, which is going to be in Sigil sometime in the near future. So
Yep. Keep in mind with that, I decided to skip Bountiful Luck. I went for Skill Expert. So I'm now expert in performance, which is what I use for cooking. So it's a
Nice,
+9.
nice. Okay, cool.
And I got a little small stat bump as well.
Yeah, cool. Just so you know, we'll probably once you guys finish up with Fire Plane, you go back to Sigil again. the competition will probably start occurring pretty soon. You'll get another letter,
Oh.
and so it'll up to you
Oh.
how you want to deal with it. But yeah,
Okay.
So basically, after this bounty and we go back, it'll probably be like a week or something like that, and then it's that.
something like that.
Mhm.
Basically, you'll get an invitation, and you'll figure out how you want to deal with it because the competition will be a little complicated. It won't be as simple as like, oh, just cook something good. Well,
Also-
but you'll see.
Also, did we like steal what's her name's invitation or something like that? I forget what we
Jillian?
did.
No,
Julian
we
Child.
basically found out about it through her, but because I wasn't able to guias her into telling everybody how great of a cook Goran is, it's just have to get an invitation. So
Yeah, but you,
Right,
you,
so
but,
it's
you,
like-
but you have one now. You have invitation because remember you guys made that special ice cream, the Morlock one,
mhm.
and then Chris and all your friends like basically marketed it perfectly across the
That's
signal.
right.
So
Yep.
everyone's letting start coming to it, and then someone who was probably obviously one of the people who was in that competition, and was one of the people who sends you
That's
invites,
right.
saw ate your stuff,
Mhm.
liked it a lot, and send you an invitation. So you have an invitation. Just a matter of
Okay.
when. A matter.
Yeah,
of
I
when.
think that got over or under mentioned with all of the money coming in from ice cream sales. So
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
add that to my inventory.
Yeah, you get your invitation. Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Still trying to think of like what to replace Spider Walk with for a spell, because like I'm just going to use the spell story item thing for Arcane Locks. I don't need to have that prepared.
Hmm.
I have most things covered. Everything else is like things I really can't use in the circumstance because it's either just a big giant fuck all thing that will damage everybody in the room, including us, because I'm not like Ekris who can protect us when I cast big
Mhm.
giant AoE
Right.
things.
Bada boom,
Uh,
bada bing.
Because I could use Fireball, but it's like basically it's like I didn't ask for how big the room is. I'm gonna cast it.
Yep.
I'm that guy.
Also, plus everybody here is immune to fire. I'd actually
Right, but
say
I'll
lightning
probably
bolt
use
if
like
you're
the true
just
fire thing.
looking
'cause
for
of,
like
like, in
more
that-
AoE.
I could use. Well, actually, no, I can't use Glyph of Warding because that takes an hour to cast, so that's
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, you got it.
I got flame arrows, but again, they're immune to fire.
Yeah.
So that's a worthless spell.
Yeah, it's not
I
really
also-
great. Fireling rolls, at least not right now.
Yeah. Basically, as an artillerist, is basically fire is kind of like my base element that makes things go boom, or it's force or thunder.
Mhm.
So
like
yeah, if everything you got is fire and nothing really is better than your weapons, and do you have anything that's like boosts your like haste or invisibility or any of those kind of things?
Yeah, I could do invisibility, which actually, that
Yeah,
actually
'cause-
might be better to put in the spell storing item and then prepare Arcane Lock. Because
Just
then
keep
if
it-
invisibility like starts to wear out or something like that, I can just boom do it again because it doesn't cost anything.
I'll
It's
double
8 free
check.
charges
but
of invisibility.
Pretty sure
eight
it's
hours
a
of invisibility.
concentration, though.
It is concentration, but
Mhm.
if it takes longer to sneak,
Hmm.
Or you
the downside is I can't like upcast it because it only stores it at second level.
when you cast from the ring, is it just a normal action? It's not like nothing special, right? Or from the spell storing item?
Yeah, it just basically gives me 8 free charges of it, but it's only at
Okay.
second level. It's like I don't
Yeah.
believe I would be able to upcast it because it is a stored thing.
Hmm.
Well, I'm picturing a scenario where you're invisible and then you get a sneak attack because they didn't see you, and then the next round you go invisible and reposition, and then the next round
Oh,
you get
yeah.
a sneak attack. But
Yeah,
it is
'cause
going
I-
to use your
I can-
action up a bunch of times.
Because I could use my bonus action to fire the cannon, like just basically go in with
Yeah.
the cannon activated, because that uses sneak attack and all that stuff,
There you go.
and then just action invisible and then move,
Yeah.
and fly around. So I could definitely do it that way. So yeah, Arcane Lock will be prepared, and Spell Storing will have that. Plus, it'll save me the money for it. Because I'm assuming I would only need to use Arcane Lock the one time in this situation anyway.
Yeah, the only reason you would possibly need to use it a second time is if they have like a dispel magic that works on it.
True.
Then
And I
you'd
think
just
I
be
I think I mentioned this in our like group chat, but you could put Long Strider on there. And that spell lasts an hour. So just before when we go in the battle, you're just like boom, 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 5 charges. We all have Long Strider, and now we're good for an hour.
Is Longstrider a ritual or?
No, it's just a
Okay.
1-action spell that lasts an hour, not concentration.
You just use up level 1 slot, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I
it'd
mean,
be a
if you
bunch
had
of
it-
them. Because
if
well, how
you had
many
it in
people
your
can you hit
ring-
with Longstrider?
1. I can upcast it, but if you put it in your ring, you can do it 8 times before a
I don't
battle.
have access to Longstrider.
Oh, that's right. You don't have that.
Yeah, it's basically whatever artificer spells I have access to, and it's the first.
I was thinking a regular old ring of like.
Oh,
Spellstone.
that would make it stupidly powerful. I could just basically like
Yeah.
borrow somebody else's spells and like have them
Yeah.
put it in a thing.
well, just
That'd be
Ar-
crazy.
Longstrider is an artificer spell. You might not have it, but it's an artificer spell in general.
Oh, I do. You're right. I'm sorry. I thought I didn't, but I do.
I'm gonna go to bed if that's okay with y'all.
Okay.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
All right.
Yeah, 'cause
Bye-bye.
it's like
Night,
11
Jimmy.
o'clock for you.
Bye.
Yeah. It's,
Mhm.
Okay. Well, then I have to like figure out what do I get. I actually get rid of Fairy Fire because I don't actually need that. This whole thing. 'Cause all it does is just gives me advantage on people anyway. But as long as somebody's in melee, which most everybody does get in melee at one point.
Fairy Fire
Yeah, 'cause
doesn't that
I've-
give all of us advantage though?
Well, it gives everybody advantage against everybody who's hit. It's
Mhm.
says any creature in the area.
Right. My point is, it doesn't. It benefits all of us if we're together and you cast it on people on the other side of the room. We all get advantage
Well,
against them.
Right.
So it could be potentially powerful.
If I give that up, I can then do. Actually, what was I going to do?
Well, the thing to keep in
Well,
mind
actually, no,
is
because actually, I think I just need to prepare.
Mhm.
Yeah, I basically get that prepare invisibility, so I have that in Arcane Lock, and then use the spell storing thing for Long Strider, because then I could just do it to everybody in the group and still have like 3 charges left.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, that's a better plan.
and
So-
you
lets
could
us Get in
theoretically,
and out
if
fast.
we're going in with I don't remember how big the gate is for Arcane Gate.
Oh,
It
Arcane
doesn't
Gate,
really
I think.
say. It just big enough for all
Well,
of us.
Yeah, I mean, we could. It's either like enough for like 2 or 3 people to walk through, or it's like basically enough for us to walk single file. Either way, it's just a gate that stays there until you dispel it, and then we're in and out.
Well, I was thinking we've also got Ekris knife boys, so theoretically you could juice those up with Long Strider as well.
Ooh,
Animate object
my
dudes.
construct.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you have to.
Okay,
Well,
just
you need,
FYI,
like,
Arcane Gate is concentration, and
Mhm.
that animate object is 2. So that means I'm doing the dual concentration thing.
and I'd want to give you Mind Sharpener so you can keep
Both.
Yeah.
Arcane Gate open in case things go awry.
Mhm.
So that's definitely a
Um,
possibility.
Yep.
Don't you have it
so-
already? So I think you have it.
Did I give you Mind Sharpener?
I'm pretty sure I had it last. Yeah.
Oh,
You
you
never
could have
know.
used that to keep your. Oh wait, no, you
Well,
got knocked
he went
out. That's why you-
unconscious.
I
yeah.
died.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
He could have
That's
still
right.
used it.
Why'd you use it? If I ain't got just.
When there's no oxygen to the brain, it's hard to concentrate.
That's
I mean-
right. That's right.
We get you one of those little CPAP masks to wear during combat.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hmm.
And
Oh, Vane, if we want to do magical enchantments to just the basic armor I'm wearing that wouldn't push it up to attunement level, what rarity would you say that'd be at?
Like, what do you like, +1 essentially?
Yeah, like either +1 or some sort of like minor ability on it. Like, should I be looking at like stuff under uncommon, or would like things in the rare category work?
Okay, I'm trying to think. So, so can you give me an example? Like,
So the main thing is, because my sword got upgrade, it now eats an attunement slot that it didn't before.
Yeah.
So I'm currently capped on attunement. So I want to look into enchantments I can do that won't make the armor attunement required.
so what kind of? Yeah, I'm just like, there isn't that much you can do honestly, because like, like I guess you could do some stuff, minor stuff, but like it won't be very powerful for the most part because like
Mhm.
what kind of armor upgrade would you be looking for? Just like +1 wouldn't make it like uh, the basic ones with just like the armors that don't have any the basic this the pluses don't require attunement. Like so if like +1 weapon plus armor doesn't require attunement.
Oh, okay.
I don't know whether in other minor things like won't require attunement like let's say like if like sword having extra damage on a normal like +1d6 is our damage is not attuned. It's not to me. It's not attunement. I don't actually know. I can't remember how it works. How D&D does it, but I guess I have to check to see. I don't really know off the top of my head like what you'd want that.
Well, that's why I figured I'd just toss that out so you can decide what sort of like gradient is acceptable for enchantments.
Yeah, basically be pretty minor stuff. Like you want to get something particularly strong that's not attunement.
Mhm.
Most of these are attunement for a reason. You know, they don't want you to have
Yep.
20,000 abilities. I know we don't want to be like your campaign where you have like 8 different tune or 4 attuned items and then like 8 different magic items. General like sheesh.
Mhm.
And then I also had a clear question after you're done, Gordon.
Sure.
Are you done?
Well, I basically just need to hear back from Vaden for like what sort of other stuff might be acceptable. Because like I'd be okay with just a basic armor increase, but preferably I'd like something that just increases my HP pool more.
How do you have a lot of HP?
Well, I've got 80, but considering I'm
Oh.
frontline tank at level 12, yeah.
Okay, well,
What's your constitution? What's your constitution right now?
It's +2, but I was originally going to get the is the belt of ogre strength. It's the endurance one,
yeah,
but my sword now ate the attunement slot. So
Oh, see, yeah, because that's what I did. I got the amulet of health, which kicks your con to 19.
mhm.
But it's attunement, so yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the issue.
Well, how about this?
Yeah, I traded off my luck stone for that, and the extra 20 some odd hit points is worth it to me.
Oh yeah.
Well, how about this? I'll talk about it later. We'll figure it out but yeah, like I have an idea. Let's say for something else that might help you in a similar regard. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I'll talk to you about it later when we're. So, what we're gonna say, history.
Renan. I was gonna say, I want to
We're
go
out of the game
shop.
right now. We're basically can use our.
It's all metagaming now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I mean, he's still on recording, but
I'll shut off if you guys want. But yeah,
Mm.
we're not doing anything
Might as
anymore.
well. We're not doing anything